Meet the crew. Tori's the three-wheeled tuk-tuk driving the main character Patty from her adoption shelter in Bolivia to the very bottom of Argentina, and then eventually to Alaska. And that's just a cameraman who fully understands his role in all of this. So far on the journey, we've survived bullfights, police bribes, border protests, highway blockades, forced separation, visa finesse, and have now just crossed into Chile, where we now face all the challenges that it has to throw at us.
Let's go, baby! We're in country number 3. I got Patty double jacketed in a blanket, so she'll be warm enough, and I'll be sweet in the tent. Kids sleeping bag, beach tent.
What a day, what a day. I just heard voices and I was like, whoa, I gotta go. And then I opened my eyes and yeah, sun's up. So at the same time, my alarm just started going off. So it was all like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Look at that. What? Still waking up. I literally... Oi. Free. I'm confused. I'm sure I shut the zips last night. Free. I'm so confused. Anyway, it was a messy night. I didn't get much sleep. It was like so cold. Oh, nonetheless, we're just gonna get packed up and get out of here. I'm surprised that when I heard the voices, I was like, whoa, I actually got some sleep, because yeah, I probably spent more than half the night. I think, yeah, it would have got to like 4 AM and I was still awake, so it is what it is. But look, just check that out. Like, I'm so glad that we actually do get to see this sight. I am shivering, man. Free Patty. Ooh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Currently just we got the tuk-tuk working. The scenery is gorgeous. It was probably the quickest pack up ever. We got the tuk-tuk warming up and we're heading down what an official says is the most dangerous highway in Latin America, Caricoles. I was really camping out here in a snow village in a beach tent. Like, the last, let's say, 12 hours of decision making haven't been my brightest moments. Boy, that's insane. I'm definitely glad I'm driving this in the day. It is gorgeous. At the same time, it's like, at night, it's kind of the unknown. Or like, you don't know what's gonna happen if you go down, but into the day, you can kind of see it. Wow, that's incredible to see new country flags, man. What? It was too cold up there in the mountain. I was meant to do that this morning, change the flag on the back and the front. We're still rocking out with Argentina, but yeah, I did take the flag off the back because I think there's nothing worse than rolling through a country that's also not yours with a country's flag that's also not yours. It's just really occurring to me only now, like, hey, you're in Chile, bud. Some of the other stuff, we've absolutely sent the front forks of the tuk-tuk into some hectic grooves, and they just come out of nowhere. Yeah, so the road quality is not the best, so it is really nice that we're driving this during the day. It wouldn't have been much warmer down the mountain, and then to get down the mountain, it's like, what are we doing? Perfect, hey Patty. So yeah, we found breakfast in this little small corner store. Patty, hey. Free, good relax, Patty. Sí. Se llama Patty.
Oye, ¿y ahí en la aduana no le dijeron nada?
No. He just gifted me some fruits as well. It's like, it's something small, but it means a lot to me. So yeah, he's even just getting water for Patty, and yeah, I'm giving him the tuk-tuk tour, so Wow, what a spot, hey? What a vibe. And even like, I don't know what's above me, but that's epic. Peligroso.
Todos lados.
Todos lados.
Siempre.
Todos lados de Chile.
Está peligroso.
Okay.
Que hay mucho boliviano, cosas así.
Okay, okay,
Por
okay.
eso me quedo.
Okay. Gracias, señor.
Cuídate, harto.
Gracias, ciao, ciao. Yo, so just pulled up to this huge supermarket. This is now number 4 of the places I've been to try to get this like electronic tag that is registered to my number plate where I can just go through all these tolls on the way to Santiago de Capital. And yeah, they've just made it real difficult. They're like getting fancy with it. I can't pay manually with cash at like at a toll booth. They've all just got it on cameras where you just go through and then the camera takes a photo and then kind of sends you the bill. But I keep to productively be able to keep searching, I keep heading towards Santiago and I get closer and closer to that first electronic toll. And obviously if I haven't got it set up properly, I'll get probably a fine apparently when I leave the country, that type of thing. So yeah, it's just one of those things you don't want to muck around with, but we're having to figure it out on the fly. But we're chilling. I feel bad for Patty. She's kind of crammed at the back. We got too much stuff. Hey, I forgot it's a tuk-tuk, and it's funny. Like I'm always like, oh yeah, I could bring one extra person through the trip for a couple weeks at a time, that type of thing. But it's all like, I don't know. Depends if we're packing food or not, hey? Because yeah, I don't know. It's all happening, isn't it? Patty, come. See, good girl. The two of us are just chilling in this park. She's just using the bathroom. I'm pretty cooked. Rather than like struggling to roll into Santiago and like find like a place to stay in like the city, I'm thinking might stay on the outskirts where I am, catch up on this sleep that I lost last night. That was just insane. And then come up with a game plan to rock up to Santiago, buy what I need. Hopefully, I'm even going through the idea of getting a winch hook, and also potentially even installing a bed.
So I've just finished saying I've got too much stuff, and now I'm talking about buying more. That's exactly right. If you've been following from the start, you've seen me buy secondhand shoes in garages, accidentally buying kids' sleeping bags in a Bolivian market, and cheap out on a tent, while also wearing the same jacket for days on end. My budget travel mindset was always with the intention to replace and upgrade this gear eventually, but only once I'm in Chile, where the cost of living is 60% higher than the rest of Latin America, but things such as quality camp gear and clothing are half the price.
So yeah, we've just chucked ourselves at 2 places, 2 hotels. I can't find a hostel in this town, but nonetheless, the cheapest hotel that we looked at was $45 US, and that wasn't including garage. So I was like, it's a lot of money to be comfortable. So I think we're gonna send it on to Santiago. We're just about to enter the Chilean highway, where it's saying 100 kilometers an hour. I asked back in the service station what the minimum was, and they're like, well, if your vehicle can only do 60 and you want to go to the city, you have to go on the highway. There's no back roads or anything, so 60 we'll have to do. It is what it is, I guess. It is really turned out to be a beautiful country when I'm not freezing my butt off like I was this morning, where I was too cold to appreciate it all. Hopefully I have some footage to salvage my memory of it all. Legend. Anyway, we're on the road. That's the main thing, right? Wow, that's gorgeous actually. That's epic. We're not even like probably 70 kilometers. On the highway. We were still on the highway because I'm filming. Okay, all good. There's no one behind us. Anyway, we're not even 70 kilometers from Argentina, and the scenery is gorgeous, man. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Puedo pagar para pasar? ¿Cuánto cuesta? Es un mototaxi.
Con moto.
¿Perdón? Moto.
Sí.
Ok, perfecto. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
1200.
No tengo.
Hold on, stop the tape. Look at this. It's new currency. I didn't see how many zeros were on it, but she still took 20,000. And watch this. I zoom in on her smile. That's cheeky. She contemplated fully robbing me for half a second, but thankfully did it.
Y ya he liberado el otro. Tome. Me pasó mucha plata. No tiene menos.
Sí, perdón. Pensé son 1000, pero son 10,000. Tengo.
El de 2000. Ahí sí.
1000, perdón. Demasiados zeros. Qué quilombo, right? The money is different colors, so like. ¿Puedo pagar manual hasta Santiago? Puedes circular en Santiago
¿Otro
también.
peaje?
Sí.
Con ese ticket que ha liberado.
Ah, sí. We are presented with problems, but always a sprinkling of solutions, ladies and gentlemen. Haha. We're just like at that one toll point, paid for the next 2 toll points that are done automatically, that aren't at a toll booth. So we're good to arrive without any problems. I still might stop at this service station that does the organization for tag and ask them, but I think we're good. Because I just, worst case scenario, me being slightly aware of what I'm doing as well. And then to get to the border and then be like, oh, there's all this stuff that you didn't pay as built interest. I don't know. I don't know how this country works still. Nonetheless, we've got a broken door now. You guys tell me if there's anything falling out, yeah? Because I can't see. Yeah, we're still in Latin America, so anything's highway legal. Look at that. Chile, baby. We're in Chile. Yeah, Tori looks good, eh? Usually I like to change it within the first day, and we've kind of done that. We're better late than never. Just with like the camping and the snowstorm. So the first few of the clips on this vid will definitely have the Argentinian flag, but the rest of Chile now has got that gorgeous flag. I absolutely butchered the bubbles, but so after talking to several more legends and evading that little want for Burger King as I passed it, I just spoke with these lads behind us. I gotta get inside the Tuk Tuk. It's a bit noisy out there, yeah? But basically, I have 11 days to pay the tolls that I cross. They're all electronic, but then I can go online, look at what I am owing, and then when I'm back on the highway again, I can pay at a toll booth and they can pay for me with my like cash. So because the issue was also like I don't have a bank with pesos, the Chilean pesos chilenos in it. So yeah, that's chill. It is what it is. So no, we've got no worries. We're heading straight to Santiago now. We'll see where we stay for the night to have like a productive day of shopping tomorrow. Have an absolute raid of the stores, so it's gonna be a good time. We skipped Burger King so we could have like a proper like suburbs meal. That's what we did. Everything happens for a reason. We'll see what we go get. Vibes. That looks like the go. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Señor, ¿qué sabor es tus empanadas?
De pino.
Te pide 3, por favor.
¿3?
Sí, sí, sí.
¿Va a pagar cómo? ¿En efectivo?
Sí, sí, sí.
¿En efectivo?
Sí.
¿Se las caliento?
Me gustaría, sí.
Yeah.
Sí, gracias, gracias. What do we got there? If there's something inside them, I'm gonna get that as well. Es pan dulce, güey.
Sí, pan de anís.
Pan de anís. Perfecto, sí.
Y ahí le estoy calentando una empanadita.
Perfecto, buenísima. Aquí está.
Tiene que tener cuidado con el auto.
Sí, ella es la protectora.
Ah.
Well, we're in it, eh? Pati, what do we have? We got a pan dulce, which I already hooked into a little bit. First like empanada like this. And first empanada definitely in Chile, so. We didn't get much of the stuffing, but
That was good. It's got nice mixes, like that one's like gravy, onion, beef, tuna, chicken. It's just a mix. Pinot must mean like mix of meats. I don't know. Everybody I talk to, man, they just see me and as a foreigner, and they're just like, they hit me with the warning of like, make sure your car's locked good. That's what he told me. I was like, nah, she's the good protector. But you can kind of see on his shop windows the fact that he's got the bars. It's like, yeah, fair enough. He's obviously out of necessity, unfortunately. Well in the suburbs, you know, so it's a time. That's really good. That's good. That's some good stuff. I'm gonna stop showing it in Patty's direction because I'm teasing her, but she's already had lunch. So look, like 1 down, 2 to go. These things are huge, man. I might keep one for later because, yeah, I was like, oh, I'll get the pan dulce, like the sweet bread, just in case, because I'll probably be hungry after. But nah, man, this is big. Oh, so this is where we do like to be if we're in a city. We're like on the outskirts, we're deep suburbs, looking for an unlisted Airbnb. I don't know. I don't want to put the camera up too high as well. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Bien. Estoy buscando por un monje.
¿De iglesia?
No sé.
Ah, porque sí sé que hay unos monjes aquí que reciben gente y dan más o menos.
Ok, ellos fue
Que son
hablando...
cristianos, más o menos así.
Ah, ¿en
Ven para
serio?
llevarte, ¿para dónde?
¿Cuál? ¿Son de Brasil?
Son de Brasil, sí.
Sí, 23 países y una es Venezuela, amigo.
Sí, qué buena.
Tengo la bandera de Venezuela listo para poner cuando estoy llegando. Buenísimo.
Te recomiendo ir para La Guaira cuando llegues allá.
Sí,
Caracas, La Guaira, al lado. La Guaira es como si fuera Nueva York, Miami.
Perfecto,
Sí.
perfecto, buenísimo, gracias. Ciao. Wow, good times. I didn't realize that what I was saying was monja means monk. I was looking for monks, and so I was like, I'm looking for a hospital, like a place to stay, but cheap. And then they're like, well, they're not going to charge you. But he said like something like, but they're gonna want to pray with you. And I'm like, we could be open to new experiences here. And they're Brazilian, I think. So we're gonna be learning Portuguese at the same time. It sounds pretty cool. I might go give it a go. It's like, we'll see what happens. Yeah, the way I found this place was Maps.me. Maps.me was showing me a cheap spot that no longer exists. It's now just a house, and then some locals pointing me off to this direction. That's how I got here. I do have a dog though. That might have worked. Relax, Potty, relax. Estoy bien. Everybody's got dogs in the suburbs here, eh? Yeah, well, maybe they're not home. I don't know. It just wasn't meant to be, obviously. I guess we're just gonna continue on towards the center.
My next attempts to find a cheap place to sleep only became progressively worse when my downloaded map told me someone's house was a hostel, and the 3 ladies chopping onions outside pointed me to an adult fun hotel where it had a garage, but they charge by the hour.
You're probably thinking, Ryan, what are you doing? Just find a legitimate spot. What are you in the suburbs using word of mouth and asking local legends and knocking on doors of Christians for a free spot to stay? Like, yeah, I'm still traveling without a SIM card, so I'm using Maps.me and it's sending me in some wild directions. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Man, we're still like going around looking. I definitely should just like really, if I don't have an Airbnb, like prioritize just finding Wi-Fi, because I just muck around doing this. And I've done this like a few times, you know, where I end up word of mouth, and I eventually find something for like a reasonable price, but like I don't know, I just stress myself out doing it, and it's just not worth it, man. That's how much of a mess we've got ourselves into. I'm like, looking at stuff, I'm like, I guess we're not in a mess, we're just living it. I just found a spot on the other side of the hospital with all these nice little artworks. I was like, sweet, cheap spot. It was gonna be like 30 bucks. And then just as I paid, they were like, I was like, there's Wi-Fi, right? Because that's why I'm like trying to get myself organized to have Wi-Fi to figure out what's going on tomorrow where I need to go. I guess we started looking at 12:30 and now it's 6 o'clock. We're just driving around. Oh man, I just need to get a spot and just to like chill out. Yeah. Well, legends, it was messy, but we just found another hotel that gave us their Wi-Fi because they didn't allow dogs, and then we've just booked like a booking.com spot. So we're gonna go straight there, and they allow pets. So, yeah, happy ass, right? We got a spot. How good? This is madness, man. It looks exactly like Brisbane CBD back home, like the city of my freaking like home state, man. This is like, I don't know, the same vibes, the same trees. A lot of people doing commutes and stuff. People riding their bikes. I haven't seen that for so long. But we're in Chile, baby. I like that sticker. That's a cool sticker. I do genuinely reckon getting lost in a city is like the best thing you can do while trying to find like a spot to sleep. You get to see so much like the rich, the tough, even the nationalities. There's a lot more in Chile than there are in Bolivia and Argentina, which is cool. I've been told to be careful, so like at times I'm really aggressive with the movement where oh, my camera, it's probably not making it for the smoothest footage. Like I'm trying to drive and figure out where I am and take it all in, and then also like, yeah, document it in a way that is comprehending it. I think every time I pick up the camera, something else is happening or going on, and it's just like, it is a lot. It's a lot for me as well. If I get like a weird feeling, I'm like, oh, I'm just in a very vulnerable position in a tuk-tuk with open doors and a seatbelt on. It's like I personally can't make any rapid movements. Like if someone was just to like see the phone that's in my, I'm doing like directions from my lap. We're getting close, and Patty's big chilling. So with her, if somebody was to pull a move and make a move on me, they kind of second guess. But if they can't see her, they don't contemplate that as well. So I'm like, all right, I personally need to be more careful. But it's an interesting place. The rainbow's us tonight, so we made it. Freaking finally. There we are. So we've got the tuk-tuk tucked in away safely. We've got a really nice room. Patty's in with me. It all worked out in the end. Literally leaving at 7:15 in the morning. So much has happened, and like on 3 hours of sleep, it's been a bit cooked. Especially when how we woke up like kind of frozen, the two of us. But proud of you, Patty. Proud of you. All right, we're gonna call it there.
Thought that I'd be healing now. I didn't think I'd have to feel this now. I thought I would have moved on, but somehow the feeling's still strong.
The absolute haul that we just did at this pet store for this shop number 1. We've got a harness which is like lockable. This will be really good. We just got in like a collapsible water bag. This is a new collar that you're gonna see on her probably a lot. New leash, and her like a durable ball. So that's gonna be good. Well now, how good do you look? You've had a little munch at that, haven't you? I gotta get that fixed. Because hand sewing that will be an absolute pain. That's why you literally haven't seen this jacket on her for a little while. But the green marsh with, yeah, it's like a reflective collar. That'll be good. Looking nice. And it's more of like a neutral color because I think a male Doberman looks more intimidating. Cutie. Here with Patty. It's lunchtime. We've found an outlet. I was excited. I was like, this is awesome. I'm gonna get like some heaps of stuff. Some of the shops that I was looking for didn't exist, and we literally walked away, unfortunately, with just like a pair of tracksuit pants. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just something to be a bit warmer in the south. And I'm about to take my frustration on a bit of chicken, the Colonel style. It's literally like my first time trying fucking KFC chicken in like 6 years, so it's gonna be wild. Plus like Chile has like a different, they've got empanadas, what? Empanadas, so like, I don't know. This is it looks like a deep fried ravioli, but it's supposed to be an empanada. But you guys have seen what I've been eating, like what an empanada is the last 2 days, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. It's like deep fried dough with cheese, nothing special. Patty's on the shop. Aren't you? I don't know about this country, so I'm kind of going shop to shop, and like I'm driving a lot. I'm just comparing prices, but also like quality of items and trying to find the right stuff. So it's all like new because it's a new country, but there are like US brands, so it's like just trying to find out where I can find those US brands, and then one shop will tell me one thing, and then cutie. One shop will tell me one thing, and then the next will say another. So it's like, yeah, we're just going through it, but well, not bad. Mayonnaise, chicken, and pickles. What a combo. I do fully understand why people get around KFC though. That's some flavor and a half. So we just pulled up at this camp store, and we'll see how we go. We might be able to get onto a solar panel here. The Chilean flag is looking good. How nice. Let's see what we can do, buddy. Ciao, ciao. And check out what we got. Perfectly fits up there. That's the solar panel. And this is the new battery. So we can do like 10 charges with that bad boy. The EcoFlow. Whip it out a little bit. Look at that. What do you think, Patty? What do you think? Yeah. It's like we are absolutely chockers back here, but we're making it work. With the solar panel, you can charge that in a day. Apparently it can like go 0 to 100% in 70 minutes. I'm like not sponsored by any of this stuff, so I can talk some shit about it. We got to eat some food because we got to clear some room, and I need to pack it better, obviously. But yeah, now that we got like a space here, Patty's kind of like, you're in it, eh? Mate, we're about to go camping a bunch with this setup. Just in record time, 2 days to fill the back of the Tuk Tuk is all it took us. And we're out on our way, heading out of the city of Santiago. We're trying to go to the coast, and then we're absolutely gonna send it south through Chile. But yeah, Santiago was a vibe. There's a lot going on, but it was really cool to experience. So yeah, cheers for that. We're on the highway out now. That's why it's a bit noisy, a bit fast. Well, as fast as a Tuk Tuk can go. Send it! Hola. So to finish up, right, our little shopping raid, I literally just put these on, walked out of the store with the new shoes, right? North Face, which is like a really nice brand. I'm really happy with that. And I just like, my shoes smell so bad, and they're just full of holes that I just put them straight in the bin. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, it crossed my mind, oh, I could donate them, but it's like, I don't know how that works in this country. And I would hate to offend somebody like by doing the wrong thing. So it's like, they were barely salvageable. So I just chucked them straight in the bin. I got a thermos, so it's like, nice green one as well. Like, as you can see, like, I love that. Yeah, as a mate drinker, it's like, it's a big thing to get my, like, to have my first thermos. So
yeah, every like mate drinker has their different stickers that they put on it from memories that they come across along the adventure. So I'm probably going to arrive to Alaska with that thermos full. And I bought a new tent, like a really nice quality one. So yeah, that's a North Face tent as well, 3 season. Be able to do so much in that, and it'll survive some of this wind that I've been going through. From there, we bought a box of undies, a new sleeping bag, a little camping fork that kind of folds up. This was a little decathlon raid, so I've never done a decathlon raid properly before since we only just got it in Australia. This is just a waterproof bag that I think is going to house the battery nicely. So yeah, it's sitting pretty. I've got it in a hammock. I was always on the fence about getting a hammock. I'm probably not going to use it to like camp sleep. It doesn't have like an insect net, but it's one of those things that I think I can use it double purpose as like my plan now that I've gotten it all set up, that I've got the battery, is that I'm going to probably have the chair here and have the laptop on the seat, and I can use this as like a shade cloth when I'm not using the hammock. And at the same time, I just could leave one side on the tuk-tuk, hook the other side up to a tree, and it's like, it's really going to make the space that I'm like in when I'm like wild camping and that, like really just livable, I think. A buddy of mine gave me boots for free. I just had to buy the soles, so I bought that. These buckles on the tuk-tuk, I've got a couple on the other side that are breaking, so I bought some brand new ones of them, and a couple spares. And then I got like some new hiking socks and normal socks, and these little carabiners, so that can be like a last backup option. I like to use them with the hooks. Like I got one here, and that's been really good. So that's why I just bought a bunch more. Decathlon was just great because it was like a lot of miscellaneous stuff. Doesn't have to be like high quality, but it'll still do the job. And I bought this big carabiner. I like to hang everything off of the carabiner, so yeah, this one's getting a bit old, so just to have a nice solid carabiner, it's just like, yeah, it's just buying a lot of stuff for quality now, which is really awesome. Got Paddy up there. Yikes! Wild camping and everything, now that we've got all the gear that we need, is going to be an absolute send. So much more comfortable. Now I've got a new tent, new sleeping bag, new like battery. Like, we're living it, man. We're barely traveling in a tuk-tuk at this point. What a day, what a day.